And I think social media is also something that you mentioned that we've done some work in, and you're right, we've gone to the end user. So we did the wonderful shoot with Vince, a farmer in Northern Ohio. This gentleman has been farming for forever. Like, I think he started with the first John Deere, and now he has big John Deeres and beautiful tires. A wonderful man, a row cropper here in Northern Ohio. And I think he told a valuable story that is very much an important part of marketing today, which is we can't just show the factory and the machines. We can't just show this beautiful warehouse with all these amazing tires in it. We have to show solutions. And that end user story with that solution was so important to, I think, kind of rounding out the company story this year.
Yeah, definitely. I think that video, we got so much great content from it that we can use in almost every section of our marketing. So while yes, it looks very nice to have this gorgeous video production on our social media, we take that to the distributor. We're using that in our OEM prospects at the moment. Sure. And saying this is a real life testimonial of someone who's had it for 2 seasons, who has testified that the tread doesn't look a day old. It's the same thing. It has everything he wants with the dual mud breakers. And while he's been farming, he knew his stuff better than I did. Some of the things he was saying, I was like, that's great. I don't know what it means, but it sounds great. And it's stuff I've heard our production team talk about. And sure, as I'm learning, I'm like, okay, I'm so glad I can match what our production team's goal is to what the end user is saying. I think that's so important. And those testimonials are kind of what's driving our business right now. Bringing those videos, those small snippets. And I know we talked about doing smaller, like that for a good 1.5-minute video, but pulling some small things from that and expanding that beyond our seconds in construction and forestry, I think is just what's really going to put us on top as the value, high quality tire that we are, improving it.
Sure. Yeah, and I think that's an important point. One of the stories that hasn't been told yet, and it's young, right? We're impetuous and impatient, and we've got construction and forestry. We want to go and market it, and that's hopefully, I'm not spoiling 2024 and 25, but when we look at what's missing and what didn't work, are there any examples, and some of our clients really struggle with this, so it's fine if you don't have anything, what we tried, or you tried, that was not as successful as you would have liked it to have been, or that you want to change for next year?
I think something that I've learned when it comes to especially social media, there's a difference between paid and organic, and they're going to be completely different campaigns in a sense. Even between social media, like our LinkedIn presence is going to be different than our Facebook presence. Our LinkedIn is more B2B, whereas our Facebook is more end user.
Correct.
So we actually got an opportunity to work and partner with Sam Splumman from Gold Rush on Discovery Plus.
Yes.
So yeah, and he has really helped his influence. And we think about influencer marketing, you think of people selling stuff on TikTok, Aaron.
Mr. B's, all that stuff, which I don't even know who that is, but my kids talk about him, so yeah.
And you think, we're a manufacturer, we can't really work in influencer marketing. But he has grown our social media following. And with one post, it's sure crazy. And it's going to be like, we've given the tires he has, we've made them a little more shinier and putting the white on it. So when he's on the show, you're able to see it too. Sure. So that's we wouldn't do that he's not on LinkedIn. That's not where his audience is. So it's completely different. So I think trying to have the same target market for different avenues was kind of where we learned over this year. So it didn't work to do the same thing for everything. I mean, we talk about omnichannel marketing, but anything tailored specifically, like our digital ads are going to be completely different than our organic social media because they're the same. So I think that was the missing part, is that learning those different things.
No, that's great. And I think that talks about a category that we're very passionate about, which is no one in manufacturing and B2B marketing should talk about social media. Social media is too big of a word. We have to have a LinkedIn strategy. Oh, wait, that's even too big. We need a LinkedIn organic strategy. We need a LinkedIn paid strategy. We need a LinkedIn employee advocacy strategy. We need a LinkedIn, and some people don't even know about this, sales navigator strategy. And it is so important in today's B2B and manufacturing marketing space that we look at those things and really segment them by target audience, by message, by value proposition, by problem solution definition. And it's so critical that we identify the differences that occur or need to occur in our approach and execution to deliver on something like social media, which has to be broken down. So, I think that's a great insight. And I agree that Asenso has come a long way. That was something that was missing, let's say 12 to 18 months ago. We're getting there. We're not there yet. I don't know that we'll ever get there, right? It changes every day, but we're getting there. And I think the other thing that's neat about working with you guys at Asenso is, and it's exciting, is your product line is changing every day. They're constantly sending out new inventory lists of new models and sizes and SKUs that they've developed.
Thanks for watching this clip of the Missing Hat podcast brought to you by 50 Marketing. Be sure to check out the full episode linked below and our other resources.